Again, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are tuning in from. My name is Lois Kofi. I am living here in Southern California. I am a sales trainer who happens to really care about people's success in business and in life. I really gonna go ahead and just dive right into the training because I really want to honor your guys' time. And I know a lot of you here have come to learn about Nowsite. So that's what we're gonna dive right into. I do want to make mention though that this is a very interesting time that we're living in. So it'd be remiss not to kind of state what everybody already knows. We're heading into a recession. This is a different new normal. Business is not face-to-face, belly-to-belly. So how are you positioning yourself? With a lot of people losing jobs and losing their minds, we want to really help bring and encourage you to be able to have a tool called Nowsite to be able to impact your business. Maybe you're in a BNI chapter, you want to grow your BNI chapter. I know, Robert, we have a couple of BNI incoming presidents and leaders here, so I want to talk about that. But how are you getting found online in this new normal where everybody's online, everybody's competing for ad space, everyone's trying to be found? How are you setting yourself apart? So today we're going to talk about how you can sell online virtually with excellence and make more money in less time. How can you sell online, but also how can you, embrace this new normal and become recession proof with hopefully limitless leads every day coming into your business. So I think most everyone here is a small business owner, whether you sell a product or you have services, or you're like me, you have coaching packages. How do people find you and how are you selling? Selling is a limitless career. It takes a lot of planting of seeds and how to sow those seeds now when you can't do handshakes, and maybe you have to do webinars like this in order to educate people. And then of course, how do you follow up? I am a sales trainer, so I geek out on this stuff. So I just like to remind people that sales always starts with a lead generating conversation. So how do you find those leads and how do you get them into your funnel, into your CRM? I had someone ask me, what is a CRM? CRM is a client relationship manager. And I've been in business and done different things: real estate, network marketing, health and fitness, nutritional products, and all that kind of stuff. And no matter what I was selling, it always was finding that lead and finding ways to nurture those leads, like Jim Rohn talked about, sowing and reaping. And how do you follow up with your leads right now? Maybe before you had direct mail campaigns, maybe you had in-person meetings or in-person presentations. No matter what, it's still the same. Even now, it still takes 5 to 12 contacts of follow-up. The fortune is always in the follow-up to close the deal. But how are you doing that now? So we know that the more contacts you have and keep track of that come into your funnel, and I'm going to talk more about that so you know exactly what the heck I'm talking about. Your database, your CRM, your client relationship manager houses your leads. And if you don't have a CRM, I got to tell you, you're leaving money on the table, because you got to have that gold mine, that leads database to turn into customers. So while we're all salespeople or business people, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, whatever word that resonates with your spirit, oftentimes you also are the marketing department. You're also the virtual assistant. You're the bookkeeper. You're doing all these things, right? All the big companies like Apple and Amazon and McDonald's, the Golden Arches, right? They're always marketing and obviously selling, because they have their own marketing department and a lot of millions of dollars to fund that. So for you, we want you to be able to not only have sales today, we also want you to have sales today, sales tomorrow, sales next week, sales next month, next year, repeat business, residual business, making money while you sleep, while you have this sales and marketing component with Nowsite. So since there's so much now online, digital marketing is not optional. Everybody is online, and how are you getting found is key. So because of Nowsite, we can help you market and look like big companies who are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on digital marketing and ads and social media, SEO, etc. So this is the Nowsite platform. What we're talking about today, it's the first of its own kind, all-in-one digital marketing platform that's powered by artificial intelligence, and it makes you look like a McDonald's, like an Amazon, like a Facebook, and helps you be found pretty much everywhere on the World Wide Web because of all of the tools that we're going to share with you about today. So please take notes, because there is a lot of information that we're going to share with you. And I'm actually going to turn it over to Robert right now, because he's the guru. I met Robert back in February when he told me about this client relationship manager leads database, otherwise known as, if you've never heard of CRM, just know that it's a leads database. Instead of sticky notes keeping track of all of your leads, or a spiral notebook, I heard someone say, oh, I just use a spiral notebook, or maybe you use note cards to keep track of your leads. You know, but now when we can't meet and grab people's business cards at a networking event, this is the best system that I've seen that's affordable, that lets you do all the things on a shoestring budget, and you can even get it for free. So Robert, who's from Houston, Texas, I'm going to turn over to you so you can share all the ins and outs of Nowsite.
Thank you so much, Lois. I just want to say that I'm very honored to be here and present this to you. And I'm going to start out with retargeting ads. And this is something I'm very excited about. Retargeting ads are controlled by Google. And about 4 months ago, Google gave Nowsite an exception and allows all the websites in the Nowsite platform to use retargeting. And so this is where you remarket to prospects that have visited your website. So here's how it works. When a person comes to your site, a prospect, they leave your site, then Google starts tracking them. And when they visit any other site that you would see ads, it could be like Facebook or LinkedIn or one of those, or it could be like Yahoo News, Bloomberg, one of those. And then the client will start seeing your retargeting ads. And the goal is to get them to return to your site. It's very powerful. So also we have social and content marketing and on this platform. And this is where that you're actually doing social posts. This is where you have connections on your Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, other accounts. And so this is where you many times know these people. And here is an example. Have you ever seen on Facebook a real estate agent, they list a house, they're so excited about it, and they put a picture on Facebook and they do their post and tell you how wonderful that house is, and you click on that house, it just gets larger. But if you bring that same image inside of this platform, it becomes clickable. And what happens is when you click on it, then it opens up a full website and it's like a free ad to you. Speaking of ads, we actually have ads here that we can use. We call them optional. There's a little bit of extra costs on it, but we build them in pieces. You see, we don't do Facebook ads, we do proximity marketing. And so you build a long headline, a short headline, a large picture, a small one. Then you decide where you want to advertise. This is a realtor in Dallas, so he puts a pin on a map. He can do it with a zip code or an address. And once he puts the pin on the map, so once you put the pin on the map, you decide how big an area you're going to advertise in. And so at that point, you select a radius. It can go from a mile across the circle up to 1,000 miles across. And what I recommend is most small businesses, they're using 5 miles, 10 miles, maybe 20 miles across. So then we turn on advanced ad targeting. If you're selling a $500,000 home, you really don't want 18-year-olds to see it. And you might start at 35 and up. If you have something like skincare that you're selling, you really are not interested in the males seeing it. Yes, you may sell to them, but what you'll find is maybe 80% of your transactions are with female. Then you put in interest words about your products and services. And once we do that, then we are ready to start at advertising. And so we start broadcasting, and what you'll find is if you're on the internet, they know where you're at. They know your age. They know your gender. They know your interests. And at that point, you will find that these people that are in your circle that you've selected, they will start seeing your ad. This is just a fraction of where it goes. It goes to thousands and thousands of different sites. And Nowsite buys 100 million ads per month, and then they repackages in small packages and resells them to us at a discount. Here's a young lady. She sees the ad, and she's getting married in 6 months. And so she's thinking about buying a house. Not today, but she's already interested, and she clicks on the ad. When she does that, it opens up a full website for you. This is David Poole in the Dallas area that's using this platform. He puts pictures of the home in there. He actually gives his information, but he also creates a video and puts a video on there that shows some of the inside of the home. Once he does that, then he says at the end, look, if you just give us your name, your email, and your phone number, we'll contact you and set it up with you so that you can see this home. Once they submit, then it goes into the CRM sales database. And this is where all the money's at. This is where you do the follow-up and make the money. Here's a picture of the back office. We actually can take that email address and we go out and search the internet. On 40% of the cases, we bring in pictures. We bring in things like LinkedIn account, Facebook account. You can really know a lot about your prospect. We track calls, emails, and texts. We keep notes on our prospect, and we can schedule follow-up. This is tied to an email campaign, and immediately the first email goes out. For the realtor, it says, thank you for connecting. Just click on this link and you will see my schedule. Pick a time and day that's convenient for you, and I'll show you this house. That happens even before the real estate agent knows that he even has a contact. Then we build an email campaign. It's all about building relationships, winning trust, winning a customer, and it's over time. And what I would say to you, don't be the guy that goes, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Gets old really, really quick. It's bring value, bring value, bring value. Then talk about your services and what you've got and the benefits. So we have the retargeting ads, we have the social posts, we have the ad pins. It actually drives people into to our websites, and from there we're offering something of value, so they'll give us their information. It goes into our CRM system, and immediately your email campaign begins. And what I would say to you is all the money is in the follow-up. So this system is designed to go out and bring leads to you, people that are interested in your product and service, but all the money is made in what you do with the follow-up. And so what I would say to you is that, and this is all business, your growth and success is building a huge database of people that are interested in your product and service. Everything is measured by Google Analytics. And I want to talk to you a moment about artificial intelligence. I've been doing this for 1 year. And when I first started, we had to build our websites, our social posts. We had to create our own everything that we're doing. But then they came to us and said, look, we got millions and millions of records. We know what works and what doesn't work. Now, when you first join, they create your website. They create immediately social posts for you. They also create your blog, your emails. They give you an email news feed to stay in front of your contacts. And so, of course, they don't have your picture. They don't have things that you need to go in and personalize those websites, but it's very simple to get set up. Now, here's online marketing today. And this is what people are using. And there's a lot of great products and platforms out there. Like Hootsuite is probably one of the best for social media. Blogger's great for blogs. There's lots of email campaigns you can get. You can pay somebody to build your website, or you can go get one of the sites and build your own. SEO, retargeting, analytics, that's kind of all handled by Google. And probably the very best CRM out there is Salesforce. Kind of expensive, but it's a good system. So if you used all of this and took some of the cheaper platforms and added some ads to it, your cost is probably around $500 a month and up. But guess what? Here's the kicker. They're not integrated. They're not automated. They're not connected. And for sure, they're not AI powered. So what Nowsite has done is brought all of these into one platform, all the functionality for you. And so we have what we call ThreeClick Marketing. And the way this works is when you come in the morning, you have social media posts ready to be posted. Then it says, do you want us to take this generic article and or video and put it on your blog? You say yes, because they attach the blog to your website. And on that website, then you get SEO if you're putting a blog there. Also, they say, would you like us to email this to your followers? And you say yes, and then your emails are sent. You get unlimited websites. I've actually built 43 different websites. I actually use it in things like having an event for my BNI group, having a visitor's day, having a big breakfast. It is amazing the power of creating posts and having an event, and you create a website just for that event. And so all of this we have the SEO, retargeting analytics, CRM system, and AI-powered lead generation for you. All for $87 a month. You get 3 AI campaigns. You see, I actually have 3 businesses I run on this platform. And the 3 AI campaigns actually give me social posts and everything I need to run each of the businesses. There's unlimited websites, 10,000 marketing email, unlimited social posting, SEO, file sharing and analytics, and you do get 1 retargeting ad for one of your websites for up to 250 visitors. If you can see at the bottom, you get 10,000 impressions for ad pins for an additional $50. That's why we call it optional. You can actually take that ad pin and split it in 2 pieces and make 2 ads at $5,000 each. When I started, I used the $87 package, started making money, so I moved up to the largest package. It's just more of everything. I actually have 10 of the 5,000 ads. I put about half of them up in the Dallas area and the rest of them in the Houston area.
I just want to make a quick statement here, because what blew my mind, guys, because trust me, I've seen it all, I've heard it all, I've used 10 different CRM tools in the last 15 years, and I've used Infusionsoft, also known as Confusionsoft, and ClickFunnels is out there, and a lot of solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, business owners, no matter what business you're in, those almost need, not only are they more expensive, that you almost need like a college degree in CRM and funnels and all of that kind of stuff to even be able to use those systems. And I had a quote last year for a landing page, for just one landing page from a professional, it would have been $1,000 just for the landing page. So the fact that you have unlimited landing pages, 10,000 emails, most CRMs limit you to a certain amount, and definitely 10,000 is not, that's super, super high. So it's crazy when you think about all of the money. I've spent $2,500 a month on marketing alone, plus a CRM. If I would have had this, I wouldn't have had to do that. So it's a brilliant concept.
So this is a first all-in-one digital marketing platform, and it's powered by artificial intelligence. There's also excellent support. As a team, we support each other. I even get involved in actually doing training. I did one today for a group of people, but just so that you can get started and up and running. But literally, Nowsite has excellent support. They actually use Zoom customer service support and get online with you. You share your screen, and they will walk you through step by step how to do these things and how to do it all. I like to kind of give you a hint and do that before you start talking to them, just so you'll be ahead of the game. I want to talk about the team concept. This is something that came in July, and it's going to be amazingly powerful. Do you know, like a large agency, maybe it's an insurance agency, they got lots of salespeople, maybe it's a big real estate agency. Literally, they can all be connected under one team in this Nowsite platform. There, the leaders can create the landing pages, create the social posts, create the email campaigns, and any type of videos, documentation that they want to have there, and the whole team can pull it down. Now, they have to do a couple of things, like put their name on it, put their phone number, put their picture on it, but literally, it's all the work can be done for them. And so somebody can literally be up in 2, 3, 4 hours and be up and running and actually doing marketing. And so this works for network marketers. It's affiliate marketing. It's great for any type of direct sales or large sales group. And it's going to change how they do business. Actually, you can see analytics for your whole team. You can actually see analytics for each of the individuals. So you know if they're not posting, they're not getting contacts, they got a problem and need some encouragement. And so I think it's going to be something that attracts a lot of people to this platform.
Well, not only do we have you, Robert, you're amazing, and we have Zoom support for 12 hours a day, 4 days a week, and 8 hours a day, 3 days a week. And again, I don't know how many of you in here, if you want to put in the comments if you already have a CRM or what you've experienced before, or even just having the ability to learn how to build your own landing page and SEO and all that digital marketing stuff. You don't usually get that much help from people, but to have that Zoom support, I've never seen any other company offer that up. And that's what you really need. You got to be able to see your screen and share it with that customer service person in order to get it tweaked and improved upon. So if Robert's not free, the customer service is. So it's a beautiful thing. Should I advance to the next one?
Yes. So today you may be a hunter, but tomorrow you're going to be a marketing machine, and you're going to start harvesting from your database of prospects. And so I want to tell you one more thing. Go ahead. There's a way to get your platform for free. And so you can cover the cost of your platform, the $87, or you can actually go out and make substantial income with it. This is the next slide is showing you our affiliate incentive program. If you go out and bring in 3 companies, if you just help 3 businesses with their online marketing, and then you receive your $87 free every month. Continue to refer, and you can start making money fairly quickly. So if you bring in 3 that each go get 3, then you'll be making $365 a month. get 5 who each get 5. Now you're making 1,000. I want to show you some examples. So the first example is you start this, you share this with others. We do these calls twice a week. Invite them here. And when they come in and they enroll under you, your platform is free. But don't just get 3, go get 5. The reason is if somebody drops off, you don't want to miss your free. So here's 5 people. They do the same thing you do. They go get 5. 1,000 a month is pretty nice. You can get a larger package, maybe even make a car payment with it. And so keep building. Do you think you know 10 people that would like to have an internet presence? Or maybe they're not even thinking about it, but they need it so bad. Do you know that 90% of the people who are buying today are researching it online? And so they're making their decision based on what they see online. If these 10 each get 5, then you make 2,000 a month. Keep growing, you got 10, take it to 20. Help them get 5, now you're making 4,000 a month. And so what we do, even if you cannot be here, we tell them, any guest, get with the person who invited you. They will answer your questions, they will help you get started. And I think we're going to open it up for questions now, just to help anyone to have a better understanding. We're here to help you.
And especially if you want to give any more, but while I'm thinking about it, because I know I have a couple of BNI leaders here, how do you remember how many leads you manifested using the system, and did you convert any of those visitors to applicants?
So do you want me to answer that on what I did, or?
Yeah,
do
just share, give the example, because like for the BNI groups, and then we'll open up for everybody.
So I'll give you a feel. We did a Visitors Day, and so about 15 days before the Visitors Day, I created a social post, connected it to a website, and I had 96 people click on that. I had 4 people commit to the Visitors Day from that, and then I had 3 of them show up. And so one of those is actually in our chapter now. I did this was a much greater, we do a big breakfast with kind of the whole region. And so we literally had over 450 people there, but I had 12 of them there just by doing posting out in the internet.
Awesome. Wonderful. So yeah, if you're building a networking organization, if you're building a network marketing company, the team component and the marketing, it helps you generate leads while you can do other things. I know I have a couple network marketing businesses, and I've been focusing more on my sales coaching, but now I'm able to bring those back in with this machine, generating leads and duplicating down deep in depth with my team for both the landing pages and the email marketing campaigns. Email marketing is huge, guys, and if you're not doing it, you're definitely going to be leaving money on the table. So this system can help you with that. Yes, you can, Kelly. Great question. There's no contracts here. They don't handcuff you for a year. I talk to people all the time. I am essentially kind of a CRM coach because of what I do, and people are getting bait switched with contracts all day, every day, and we do not do that. Any other questions? And then I am going to dive in to the back office. Feel free to either come off mute and ask your question, or you can go ahead and put it in the chat. We have a quiet bunch today. Let's see here. Oh, that's a great one, because I've heard this one too, and Robert, you are the expert, the guru, so I'm going to defer this one to you. Can you use an existing website of their own already, or how can it integrate with the system?
So the answer is yes. You can actually take your social posts, you can take your ads and take them straight into an existing website. we actually teach that most websites do not capture who has actually come into them, and they don't make offers of value so that you can get their information. So we actually teach, put a landing page first, talk about yourself, brand yourself, and also what it can do is as soon as they enter their information, it can open up your website.
Awesome. And that's the cool thing, just the support that you get from the company and Robert is outstanding. Oops, that's not what I wanted to share. Bear with me a second. Go back to my... And one thing, and this is not maybe important for everyone to know, but you know, it's really impossible to be able to afford all of these things. And you can even just start with one focus. I started with landing pages and putting lead magnets. If you have an ebook, or if you want an ebook, I just launched my podcast, and I use this to fill my pipeline of people that I can market my podcast to. I'll actually show you an email marketing campaign, so I'm staying visible and relevant, and my website is out there all the time, and I'm getting leads every day, people from around the world that I don't know. And it really compresses time frames, because he or she who has the biggest list is going to make the most money if you do it right. If you implement these tools properly, you could easily make you know, another 4 to 5 figures a month, closing more leads in less time, and we support you with that. We actually do additional training. Robert is here to stay for however long you want to stay today to help train you on that stuff. So here's what the back office looks like. Here have been some social posts. You'll see it actually tells you how many people have looked at it, how many people have clicked on it and given me their information. Like here, this is a really powerful post. I got 12 people looking at it. This was 2 days ago. I got 5 people that gave me their contact information. So depending on your profession, there's limitless content. They're adding content all the time. Please let me know if you can't, if the pop-ups aren't showing up, but I'm showing you right now the articles, videos, and images section. And so you can look for videos, you can look for articles, you see the different topics: automotive, investment products, education, home services. And I believe, Robert, are they going to continue to add more topics to this as well?
Yes, they've actually, they have been continually adding things to it. Plus, if you have your own content like articles or videos or images, you can actually create your own. It's very simple to do. You can literally go out and pull in images and create whatever you want to do.
So here's my websites. I don't have 43 like Robert. We should let you share sometime, Robert, but I have all sorts of different topics. I'm passionate about health and wealth and do a lot of webinars. I even created this landing page right here. So you see how simple the landing pages URLs aren't complicated. They're really easy. Or you can actually, if you wanted to, buy your own domain. You can put videos on your landing page. Hopefully you guys are still seeing my website. Say thumbs up if you see it. Okay, thank you. You can put forms where you're asked for people's contact information. You can even give your PDFs or your giveaways, or you know, they can schedule appointments with you if you want to give a free offer. Again, I can't believe how cheap this is, because I was going to have a landing page built like this for $1,000, guys. That's crazy. I actually made $1,000 with the affiliate program on this last month, so I'm in the net positive. And then at the bottom here, there's a blog. So if you've ever wanted to get content out there, you can write your own blog post or just use theirs and have the ability to be found, because the SEO and the artificial intelligence is integrated with the blog and the posts, right, Robert?
Yeah, what they do is they use your industry, your sub-industry, and then the keywords that you're putting on each of the landing pages. So that's what's driving the post. And what they're doing is they're going out, searching the internet, bringing back different articles, different videos. There are a lot of activity on, and it relates to your industry.
One of the questions, and this is a great one, does this get them up the Google search, you know, in the rankings with Google as well?
Yes, one of the best things you can do is put blogs on the bottom of your website, because it's constantly changing and bringing more material into your website.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So these, again, hopefully you're seeing my email campaigns. These are a bunch of different ones I've had for all sorts of different events. So you could do your BNI Visitors Days, you can do your podcast, your networking events for BNI, all the different things you can see here. This one right here is probably one of my most pride enjoyed email campaigns. So I started a podcast. That was one of the first things I tested with this site, and pretty quickly, because of posts and because of me sharing the landing page as well, I have it in my signature, in my email signature. People click on it, they go here, they get into my funnel. So a funnel, if you don't know what that is just essentially your database, and then you do the follow-up. You're dripping campaigns, email campaigns, all the blog posts, the different things they see. You need to get them into your list. Facebook and LinkedIn is not a list. It's not a CRM. They're not going to make you a fortune like this will. And they get different messages from me. I get to see their open rates, the unsubscribers. I get to kind of get feedback on my titles too. What are they more excited about? What are they opening at a higher percentage? Then I'm going to want to do more of those emails, and then I can even reach out to them and follow up with them directly, privately, because here's the contact list. So in the last 7 days, I've gotten 70 plus contacts. And I'll be honest with you guys, total transparency, I have a lot going on. So I myself haven't taken advantage of the system as much as I need to. So now I'm diving into it much deeper. And building more relationships with those contacts. But the cool thing is I'm getting leads in on a daily basis. That's, as you can see, 71 contacts. It's about 10 leads a day. It's pretty incredible. I don't know how else you guys are doing that if you don't have a system like this. So you can see all the different contacts and different lists. You want to sort and qualify your database, and this does it better than anything else I've seen. You know, I've used Salesforce, I've used Act. Leanne, who's not here today, she actually got rid of not one, not two, but 3 systems. She dumped HubSpot, Hootsuite, and another CRM, or sorry, social media marketing tool. So she is actually saving net positive over $200 a month, and this system really works well. I'm going to go ahead and open up this one right here, just so you can see. This is one of my connections in India. He actually subscribed to a webinar called Increased Sales Results. It says, you know, his contact information right now. I just have his email address, but you actually get an app. Also, Nowsite has an app. You can look it up right now on your phone if you want, and it actually will do tell you where they are on social media. That's where the pictures and stuff come, Robert, right? You can get enhanced features of each contact. Even if they don't give you their phone number, there are ways to find it. So you can take notes, you can follow up with them, you can call and email them and text them from the phone app itself. Again, very sophisticated. Most CRMs don't do that. And again, this isn't just a CRM, this is a CRM with a digital marketing component to it, plus all of the other integrations as well. Is there anything else that someone wants to see that I haven't shown yet? I'm going to stop share so I can see. Great, I can answer that. Karen asked, how long have you been using the system? Now, this is a funny story. So I was skeptical. I signed up when I met Robert. I was like, dude, another CRM, really? I don't know. I've had 10 over the last 15 years. At that time, I was looking at Infusionsoft. I did sign up with Infusionsoft, $300 a month. Ouch, right? And then it was so complicated, I had to hire a virtual assistant to help me run it, because it's brain damage for me. I'm a salesperson. I'm out in the world having conversations, not behind a computer trying to figure out how to send, email campaigns and all that kind of stuff. So I started referring it to people that I just networked with. They were just like talking about lead generation. I said, oh, hey, you should check out this tool. I got it for free very quickly in my first month. I got my 3 referrals, super easy. And then, if I can put her on the spot, Kathy Barrow from Mexico, she signed up because she was in shutdown, right? A musician, her business was pretty much dead, if I can say that. It died with COVID, and she was just like, oh my gosh, how do I navigate this new normal, right? So this system breathed life into her. She started a new business, started making money, and being able to actually then, I think she referred like 8 or 9 customers to it. And if I can say this, Kathy, she's not like a born salesman or anything, right? She was just like, here, you need to use this. And she had that many customers right away. And so then I saw that this actually has something. And so I did more due diligence, and I didn't really start using it like officially until last month. I played with the email marketing, started getting 2-4 leads a day. Now I'm averaging about 10. And the cool thing is I am posting on LinkedIn and Facebook. My goal is always to get people out of Facebook and LinkedIn. I could teach you all sorts of hacks on how to do that too. But anyway, people that I've always wanted to prospect were now clicking on my posts and coming into my funnel. I would have never probably been able to do that. These posts were piquing their interest. They liked the content. It also told me what they liked and what they were looking for. So then I could talk to them intelligently instead of just saying, hey, what's going on? How are things? Now we had a business conversation. So I became a convert really just only in the last 6 weeks, and then accidentally made $1,200 last month because I didn't realize how many people don't have a CRM, don't know what a CRM is, or they have one, and if your CRM isn't making you money, it sucks. I'm just honest, because I've been through 10, remember, in the last 15 years, so I know a good thing when I see it. So no matter what, I highly encourage you to take a look at this. And are we legally able to contact them? So we have the GDPR. I could go in and show you that, but yes, 100%. We're able to get their permission to contact them, right, Robert? I'm not saying anything.
The answer is yes, and plus they can, on anything we send out on emails, they can unsubscribe at any time. So even though you have permission, they may not want to stay with you. But what I find is surprising how few actually leave. Once you got them in your contacts, very few even leave you.
Yeah, the retention is really high because it works. I mean, if anybody else that maybe just signed on in the last couple weeks, if you want to share a testimony of how many leads you're getting a day, or anything else that you want to say about the system.
Hey Lois, this is Sherry.
Hey Sherry.
So I just started using it about a week ago, and Robert's really been a lot of help showing me how to do things, but I'm actually now working on my first email campaign, and I'm not even really sure yet what I'm doing, and I've got 3 different businesses that I'm using it for, and I'm getting between 2 and 4 leads a day, and it's kind of exciting. I still haven't figured out my flow and how I'm going to actually engage those leads, but just the fact that I'm getting them is so exciting.
Awesome. Wonderful.
I'll
Lisa.
go, Lois. Yeah, this is Lisa Mosby. I have I just pulled it up. I have 3 sites that I put up since last Tuesday. The one I've had 74 views, 27 views on another one, and 31 on another one. And all I did was create 1 email for each of those because I haven't had time to actually create a campaign. And I've already been engaging with folks. I cannot believe how quickly this started working. And I, like Lois and Leanne, have been on at least 7 or 8 different CRMs in the last 15 years. And the integration here is amazing, and it's seamless, and I don't have to write the blog posts, and the artificial intelligence is accurate. You know, it's finding things that are pertinent to each of those different businesses. So I don't know how we did it without it, but I won't be without it again.
Well, and I remember in real estate too, and I know we have some insurance and real estate people here too. But back in the day, I would spend $1,000 on leads that were cold and quite honestly pathetic. They didn't want to hear from me, right? Because they were purchased and someone else did the cold calling. This is much more relevant for here and now. So if you were even thinking about maybe buying leads or hiring a lead calling service or hiring a salesperson, now you have leads for that salesperson that are much, much warmer, and the company can help you with your email campaigns. You could hire someone, I suppose, but again, that costs more money. So it's just mind blowing how much value you get for so little. Kathy, did you want to add anything? It looks like you're off mute, or was that accidental?
That was accidental, but no, it's an absolutely fantastic system. And I sent you in your what's exactly how many new leads you got yesterday.
Survey.
It doesn't even fit on the screen.
Survey says, holy crap, how many is that?
I have no idea, but I just sent you the picture if you wanted to share it there, because that's just what you got yesterday.
Awesome. Sweet. And again, because I'm focusing on my podcast, that's my #1 funnel. There's a lot we can all learn together. We're in this together. You know, if you've ever wanted to launch a book, podcast, you know, this is one of the easiest ways to do it, quite honestly, from a marketing perspective, and then a follow-up to keep them engaged perspective. Because a lot of people write books, they launch podcasts, but it's more of a hobby. It's more of a notch in their belt. If you don't have a follow-up funnel and a drip campaign, how are you going to monetize that? That's a huge thing. And if you have kids like me, we just, my husband and kids started a business for them. So now they have their own little website and their little Facebook posts, and they feel really like entrepreneurs. So I just throw that out there. If you have kids, grandkids, it can be a fun project to work on that, again, we would have never done, like gone through GoDaddy or whatever to do that. Or we would have never thought of it anyway. Any other questions that we may have missed? And I don't know if Robert, if you want to share anything else.
Lois, this is Sean. I've got a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, just
That $50 ad for up to 10,000 impressions. How does that price point compare to what a client might spend on their own?
If you
Go
want,
ahead.
I can answer that, or Robert.
no,
sorry.
go ahead, Kathy.
I actually asked a Google guy about that, and he said that he was actually thinking about using the system himself because it's so much cheaper.
Wow.
Yep.
And we have people on, they're not here. We got 3 or 4 new customers coming in every day right now. It's a lot of fun. And there's one gal who's a marketing website person, and she jumped all over this, and you would think, well, why would she do that? Wouldn't that take business away from her? And absolutely not. She's building it into her packages, and she's empowering her clients to be able to use their own creativity and leverage it. And if someone says, you know what, I can't afford you, like that guy I told last year I wasn't going to pay $1,000 for one landing page, he could have had that in his back pocket and given it to me. So if you know those marketing people, SEO people, social media people, they could use this as another tool in their tool belt and have another stream of income and actually help a lot more people, because a lot of people are hurting, guys, right now. Again, if they don't know how to market, they don't have the budget, they don't have a CRM, they really don't have, you know, a true business unless they just have constant leads coming by referral all the time. And even then, you got to keep them in your database for life in order to have residual income and build a big business. It's never too late to start a list. Any other questions? Or Robert, do you want to share your screen? Do you want to do any like impromptu training like anybody else while you're here? And want to take advantage of Robert's, training ability and education in that, respect. This is a great time to do it.
Lois and Sean, I do have another question.
Great.
So, but everybody else on the call doesn't know, I'm kind of a neophyte at Facebook. So I'm curious, when you do a Facebook post through the AI system, can you drop that specifically into a Facebook group that you're a member of, as opposed to just putting it on your own feed?
100%. Yeah.
Awesome.
You can post it however many million times you want. You can take one post and you can put it in any of the groups that you want to. And depending on how big the group is, you can do it 3-4 times a day. I have one group where I post one particular thing every morning and every night, because there's so many people who post there. So you could have like 10 or 15 different groups and you could just post them all.
Awesome
Hi,
question.
my name is Erin Fahey. I was invited here, and one of my businesses has quite a lot of proprietary rules. So is that something that I would work with? If I decided to do this, I would work with whoever was helping me get engaged to make sure that I wasn't violating any of my certain proprietary rules. I'm in a network marketing business.
Oh, I totally pick up what you're putting down, and then I'll defer to Robert. Here's the thing. You should be marketing yourself and branding yourself first anyway. So then you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. That's something that I teach, and a lot of network marketing companies don't teach you that. So we can help support you in building your own brand first, so then you don't have to worry about violating anything. But Robert, I'll let you answer that.
So in that group, it depends on what type your business is, but I'll just give you some examples. Like CBD oil, a lot of people is using this, but certain, like Facebook, some of the others, they don't like it yet. They don't approve of it. So you do blind ads to bring people in. And what you're really talking about is the benefit, and you're actually showing images and would you like to remove the pain? Would you like to get your puppy dog to get rid of the anxiety? Whatever it is. And so when they click on it, then it goes into your landing page. There you can talk about your products, your services, and what you're doing. And I know that there's some things on like real estate, they're really clamping down on, the industry is clamping down what you can post and that type of stuff. But there's, once you get them into your page, then it opens the world to you, what you can do with them.
Yeah,
there's
sales.
a lot of industries like insurance. There's, a lot of
Financial
places.
advisors. Yeah, financial advisors have a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the company that I'm with is marketamericashop.com. We have our own website, but it leads us to our shopping page. So what you're saying is, I've already started branding myself in that regard, but I would have my domain be, my Facebook presence is Wellness Now with Erin, and then my marketing.com, shop.com is Wellness Now with Erin / whatever product it is. But what you're saying is we build a landing page that is Wellness Now with Erin, and then I could put links into some of my shopping pages. Is that what, am I hearing you right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Like I have a travel network marketing business. It's technology more than travel, but anyway, we lead with travel. So I don't put my company name on there. It's all about travel, lifestyle, and freedom, right? And being able to, your sales is about the benefits. It's not the company name. They're buying you first anyway. So always lead with yourself. You'll never be last. And that actually is what most millionaires in network marketing do. The big time ones, they have their own website. You wouldn't know they were with network marketing. That's the kind of training that you guys will get support on here. It's important that you do that, because if you're doing it right, you want to be recession proof. You're building multiple streams of income anyway, so you want to lead with yourself, and then you can have individual product pages, right, Robert? And if you wanted to just sell the benefits of those products, people are looking for answers. They're searching, how do I get rid of back pain, or how do I sleep better at night? Those are the pain points, literally, that you're sharing on your site to draw them in. That's what they're looking for. It's not necessarily your product or your company name. And I know there's another question. I apologize. Upendra, did I say that right? Your hand.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I was invited by Sherry Campos.
Awesome.
Right.
Welcome.
So I had a question. We have a used auto part business, and basically what we do is we sell parts, from a customer. We get the leads, and